Hello, my dear senior friends of the academy. How do you feel now today? After listening to my lectures on two paradigms, structuralism and structuralism, how do you feel? All right? Things are getting clear? Yes. So we come to, yesterday we did in our lecture 8, yes. We were discussing how culturalism and structuralism stand counterpost on the issue of experience. Structuralism says it is not experience, it is effect. And culturalism says it is because of social beings' interaction with the social conditions that is culture happens. Okay. Now after discussing that, we are moving to the strengths of structuralism first. The strengths of structuralism. Now the strengths of culturalism already we have seen. Experience is threaded through all the practices, and it's a whole democratizing, socializing, then human agency. These are points that we have seen already. We can collect them and say that these are the strengths of culturalism. But structuralism, the first strength is determinate conditions. Determinate conditions. What does that mean? That means human beings, there are two kinds of relationships. One is relationship between man and man, humans. And the other is relationship between man and structures which are not of their making. That is the thing. Say, the example taken is capitalism. You are born into a capitalist society. You are not responsible for that kind of a situation. So capitalist society and its exploitation and the mode of production, etc., they are determinate. They are fixed. So you cannot say that you are the author of that. You really get that point. So that is determined, fixed. These conditions are fixed before, without your interference or intervention. That is determinate conditions mean. In capitalism it is mode of production. That is determinate. It is fixed. Or when you come to a festival, the different aspects of the festival is fixed. So you need only to interact with that. And that interaction is effect of these structures. That's what the structuralists say. Taj Mahal, this determinate structure, fixed, independent of you. You did not create it. But then you interact with that, you get an experience. And that experience is the effect of this determinate structure. That's the point. Understand? So, of course, we must accept that there is some truth in it, isn't it? That is, there are things independent of our existence with which we interact, and then the effect of that interaction is our culture. That is first strength. Second strength is the power of abstraction. This power of abstraction. What is abstraction? Abstraction is a big word for idea. That's all. Ideas. Power of abstraction means ideas are abstract. So in structuralism, actually what happens is, first the idea comes in. First there is the idea. Take the Taj Mahal example. Taj Mahal did not just come up like that, like a mushroom. But first it was an idea. It was born in the mind of a person. And then later on it developed. And this idea or power of abstraction has got, or a simple example I'll tell you. See, a plan and a building. The plan of the building is the idea. See, the building is the actualization of that. So, without idea, you cannot create anything. So that is the strength of, that is the one of the most important strengths of structuralism. Did you get that? It is compare this plan of a building and the actual building. Now in this idea or power of abstraction, there is there is a plus point. What is that plus point? This power of abstraction can be moved up, brought down, moved up, brought down. There is kind of changes that all changes can be made. Again, take the example of building and plan. Before building the house or building a house or a building, on the paper we can make many changes. But once it is built, it's very difficult to make changes. So at the level of ideas, always there can be changes are possible. So that is a strength of or the power of abstraction. Understand? That is. Now the third point is conceptual heterogeneity. Conceptual heterogeneity. Hetero means what? Hetero, different. Homosexual and heterosexual. Heterosexual relation. Homosexual relation. So as homo is hetero, different. So conceptual heterogeneity. Remember we saw culture happens not collectively but in the mind of individuals. Understand? This idea of Taj Mahal did not happen in the mind of many people, but one person. Idea of communism did not happen in many people or originate in many people, but one man. And he started spreading it. Then what happened? This social formations took place. So, in the culturalism says there is a kind of homogeneity. That is what we must say. All your culture source is one, and that is human energy. But here is no, it is different. Multiplicity, that is the thing. That is heterogeneity. Because culture originates in the mind of people, not collectively, but in the mind of single person. So then what will happen? This will be different. Just as humans are different, ideas also will be different. So conceptual heterogeneity is a strength of variety, and therefore, and still we can see unity. Unity in difference. But in culturalism, the source is single source. But here is multiplicity of sources. And at the same time there is a unity. What is that unity? The experience of the effect of culture. Understand that? So culturalism, structuralism has this also strength. Multiplicity because I told you ideas originate in different multiplicity of minds. So it's not one. The culturalist source is only one, that is human energy. Everything is the expression of human energy, but this is not like the ideas. Understand? Culturalism, yes. Then what do you have said? Conceptual heterogeneity or unity of many determinations. Yes, unity of many determinations. Determination again, I understand, fixed conditions. Determination means fixed conditions. Conditions independent of you. See that at certain point, some people might have conceived certain things, and those things are there. When you are born, those things are already there. See, for getting into a bus, going for a journey, you are not making the bus. So the bus is there. Get into the bus. The experience that you is the effect of the bus. You understand? Your journey is the effect of the bus. Your journey is the effect of the fact that there is a bus. That is this example I think again. So you have got the unity of many determinations. See, in the case, traveling is your problem. So you have got many determinations there: car, motorbike, bike, scooter, bus, double decker, train, lot of things. But still, the whole thing is what you call instruments used for moving from one place to another. So multiplicity or heterogeneity or unity of many determinations, but the experience or effect is the same. That's the point. Okay. Then the last point is decentering of experience, that we have already seen, and in place of and centering of ideology. That's the thing. Ideology this is one of the defects of culturalism. They don't give any importance to ideology. You see that? They are interested in lived experience, and source is human energy. But here it is not multiplicity. Think of this travel, moving from one place to another. You have got what do you call unity of many determinations. Determination means fixed conditions. Understand? Or fixed things like bus or car or something like that. And then naturally we will ask, someday somebody agreed. Then there might be some other fixed conditions or determinate conditions. So always for the structuralist, the culture is an effect of already existing conditions. Understand? Independent of the human being. They are fixed there. So you have got decentering of experience and ideology. Centering of ideology. Understand? In culturalism also you will find some vague some vague impressions of or some vague signals of ideology through Gramsci, Antonio Gramsci, then you have got, that's all, Antonio Gramsci. And also there is some kind of flirting with base and superstructure. But they reject it, saying that it is a one-to-one relation. So one-sided. It's a kind of flirting that we can see. Williams flirting with base and superstructure. Otherwise, ideology is not a central idea or the center of culturalism at all. Culturalism always think of this lived experience, interactions, radical interaction. Experience is threaded through all your ways of life. And the experience is the thing, but structuralism experience is nothing. Or the experience, they say the effect. As you can see this. Understand? I think now that is clear to you once again. The strengths of structuralism. What is determinate conditions? Conditions are fixed, independent of you. When you interact with those conditions, culture happens. That culture is the effect of this fixed condition. Power of abstract means you can play with ideas. Listen. In ideas, what happens? There can be oscillations. Oscillation, moving forward and backward, sideways and left and right. The best example is a plan of the building and the actual building. When at the plan stage, you can make any changes, but once the plan is made, you cannot do that. It's a bit difficult. So at the planning of a social formation, you can make many changes. But once the social formation is made, or a building is made, or a structure is made, it is difficult. Then there is a conceptual heterogeneity. That is simple, because this is not collective. Culture is not a collective activity. It is individuals. The determinist conditions are produced by individuals. So naturally there is multiplicity. And so unity in difference or multiplicity. So unity in multiplicity of determinations. Determination means something that is independent of you, like capitalist society or your religion. Take your religion, all the conditions there are fixed before you are born. You are born into that. See? Yes. Then decentering of this experience is nothing for these people. They are only effect. So strengths of culturalism we have already seen. What are they? Democratizing, socializing. Then all practices, nothing is left out. Experience is at the center. There are all the activities, you can say praxis means general human behavior, and they are expressions of human energy, that we can say, isn't it? And they are against any kind of ideology like based on superstructure. No, they are not concerned. They are more interested in process, no? Interaction. A radical interactionism is the base of culturalism. The radical interaction between social being and social conditions, and thus humans make history. But structuralism says humans don't make history, human agency is denied. But what makes history is your structures. So history is a march of structures, that's all this. Or ultimately it is ideology. Understand? Not human beings, they don't interact with the social conditions, because the conditions are already fixed. It is not their business at all. Have you got any doubt about this? Yes? Then just contact me. Every day, at the end of every class, I give my email address, Professor Thomas Mathew @gmail.com. Come on, let's have a discussion. Sometimes I may clarify some of my doubts when you ask me doubts. Post it, and then we will see what can be done. Otherwise, I think it is clear to you. Determinate condition means fixed condition. Power of abstraction means ideas. Play with ideas. Conceptual heterogeneity means because different people are not collective. And decentering experience is effect. Is that clear? Okay. Nice. Enjoy your life. Have a nice time. Okay.